What's up, guys? Nepenthes here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. First things first, we did Mascherano, man. I actually sniped a few of the players you'll see in a second. I did him for about 50k. I think it's worth it, and I'm actually going to pop him into the team to build my way back up towards Division 3. The team's going to look like this. I need a few position modifiers to get it just right. Neymar and Mbappe, of course, perfect chemistry because of Guardiola. Politano is going to strong link to Martinez, and Mascherano is going to get 8 chem. Everybody else is going to be on 10 chem, except for the fact I'm going to need to replace Tellez with Carvajal. I have to go and rebuy him. But I like the team. I like the setup of the team. Obviously, Guardiola and Mascherano are going to be my two CDMs, and I'm either going to play 4-2-3-1 or 4-2-2-2. I might have both available as alternatives. We're going to have Mbappe at striker, Neymar as central cam or as striker if we play 4-2-2, or if we're central cam at 4-2-3-1. We're then going to have Martinez as my left cam and Politano as my right cam. So left-footed, 4-star, 4-star, absolutely immense stats. Very excited to get into using him. So yeah, we did the Mascherano. We've got some new season objectives to work towards, which we'll do today. So I'm going to have to change my team a little bit there as well. The UCL group stages, midweek action. So win 3 squad battles matches on minimum semi-pro with 3 goals for a UCL rare player. Night of the Stars, 4 matches using 2 players in my starting squad for a 2 players pack. And score a goal using UCL players in 2 separate rivals wins. So that's why we're going to have to kind of work this team out a little bit. But before we get there, I did the UEFA marquee matchups and the other thing that was there. I can't remember what it was called. It doesn't offer like the most insane packs, but to start off today's video, guys, we've got a few packs here, and then we will be back with the objective packs. Oh god, bad first pack, an Electrum Players pack where my rare is a silver. Always nice. So we get Hugo Mayo. Oh, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Is he worth a bit? Maybe 1,500, 1,600 coins. We'll list him up for the time being. If he sells, great. If not, we'll pull him back. Bologna, West Ham, Mainz, and again another one that like I'm happy to sell these guys for like 1,800 coins, man. I know they're useful for the the Bundesliga SBC. I'll get there in time, man. I'm in no rush. We get a Premier League player which I hold on to, a Bundesliga striker. Ooh, a good one. He's like 6 or 7k. Very nice indeed. So straight away, we're now making profit off of these packs, which is great. He alone. We've actually got Brzezinski in there as well. Another like 1,600 coin player. So we actually, as bad as that pack was pretty good. So no rare gold or anything like that. But yeah, not too bad. So then we get a premium gold players pack, guys. No board or walkout on this one, sadly. Good UCL cards would be nice. You know, obviously we'd be able to sell them on for a little bit right here, right now. We get Savic, Radu. Oh, Atletico Madrid probably selling for a bit right now. Yeah, much more than normal, that's for sure. I don't know exactly how much they're popping up at, but we'll pop him at 1.4 start, 5k bin, see if he goes. Lazio, not interested, not interested. Oh, Villarreal. Oh, no, that's Valladolid, not Villarreal. Although, because he's gold from the Spanish second league, he's actually worth a fair old chunk of coins. Not too bad. We'll make a good little bit of coins back off of him. Espanyol for Itarapse. Less than 1,000. I'll keep the cards if they're worth less than 1,000. Turkish League, Utrecht, Leicester, Club Rouge, and Pachuca. And that leaves us with a Prime Electrum Players pack and a Rare Electrum Players pack, guys. So we'll start with that Prime Electrum Players pack. EA, what you got in store for us? No board or walkout, sadly. Let's see what we do get. Any sellable players, again, would be very welcome. We get... Oh, there you go. We get ourselves... I mean, Bender should be worth a bit. Yeah, look at that. That's over 2k. Wow, 3k on bid. Let's go, man. We'll pop him up at like 5 or 6k. If he goes, he goes. If not, no problem. We get ourselves a UCL card. I'll hold on to him for the time being. He's worth less than 2k. Carlos Fernandez. He's one of those worthless cards. Not interested, not interested. French League 2 could be worth a little bit. Yeah, maybe 700-800 coins. Nothing crazy, but, you know, pretty decent. Romanian silver as well could be worth a bit. Yeah, people favour the Romanian league a lot this year for SBCs, which is nice. And then an Argentinian duplicate. Maybe we'll get 400 coins for him. Nothing major out of that, guys. But again, nice little bits of profit here and there. And then a Rare Electrum Players pack. Come on, EA, man. Let's hook it up. Let's get that big bad boy pull right here. We do get a board or a walkout. It's only a board. An Italian board. is it's Sidigu. He's like 2.8k, nothing crazy, nothing major. Pretty sad, really. We get a couple of Schalke players, not selling for all that much, but also not bad for Sané there. Let's drop him at 1500. If he sells, he sells. Happy days. We get Wisa from yeah, look at that, 4k on him as well. Let's drop him up like that. Let's check McKennie here as well. No, so he's under 1400 coins. Not interested in him. The Leganes Silva, 1500 coins. I'm going to hold on to him. He seems pretty rare. These guys don't really interest me that much. Oh, wow, we've got Sommer in here as well. So a bonus 8. He's only 2.4k. That's crazy. That's crazy. We get Aziz. He's not worth all that much at all. And then last but not least, we get Agu from the Portuguese league, who's also not worth that much at all. That wasn't bad, though. We got a fair few players that sold for a bit and then stacked a whole bunch of players into the club. We've only sold one item, but we'll probably make somewhere around like 25 to 30k coins from all those sellables. So that's not really that bad at all, guys. So there you go. I'm going to now go and sort my team out, get some UCL cards in here, and go and complete those UCL objectives, and I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. So obviously we started off the day doing the Champions League marquee matchups and whatever else was there. As promised, we would work on the UCL seasonal objective stuff, which we've now completed. I have, by the way, for what it's worth, 123,000 XP. I haven't completed everything. We still got week 6 silver and week 6 gold, squad battles 2. And I think I didn't do one of the ones that offered like a TIFO, which offered a bit of XP here or there. So I've probably passed up on about 2,000 XP throughout the course of the month. So it looks like EA are giving out about 130k XP for season 1. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that as to whether or not that carries over to season 2, or whether it starts afresh at 0 and it's the target to another 100,000 XP. But we have done UCL group stages, guys. So 3 squad battles on semi-pro difficulty. I actually just played it on semi-pro difficulty. I'm done with squad battles for this year. I'll only play in squad battles when I have to for objectives. Play 4 rivals matches using 2 UCL players. I'll show you the squad that I use in just a second. And then last but not least, score a goal using UCL players in 2 separate rivals wins. And that one's done as well. So we get a few packs here. And then, of course, for the full objective set, it's a prime goal players pack. So hopefully we can hit something nice out of one of these packs. But yeah, just to show you guys the squad that I did use. Now it's about moving forward, building my squad and preparing for the weekend league. But we put Mario Götze and Costa up front. 3 goals in 8 games for Götze. And now I can list him and get rid of him. He's selling for about 2,000 coins. So we'll take those coins back. And probably a lot of goals for Costa, actually. 4 goals and 6 assists for Costa, who's untradeable. So we'll hold on to him. And then we just put Goretzka for the chemistry, and that was a squad. I did sub on Politano, Mbappe, and Mascherano during those games. Politano now with 5 goals and 5 assists in 5 games, proving to be quite useful. But yeah, we're going to build, for tomorrow's episode, our rivals squad. As I say, I've just got to start practicing with my main squad now, practicing, all the things that I've learned over this last week to improve. And in terms of division rivals, I'm pretty sure I'm already guaranteed rank 1. I am actually down into division 5 right now. You'll see it in this video. The first guy that I played a guy and he said, bro, how you defend like that? And I was like a bit curious. You'll see the game at the end. I had 57% possession. We drew 0-0. And it literally was just like, he says he wasn't dropped back, but he was definitely one depth. He was definitely bringing everyone back on attack, and I just couldn't break him down. And I said you had 10 men in the box all game and nearly fell asleep. And whilst I was writing that message, I got disconnected from the next game. So after getting that DC loss, because I was in the game while stupidly writing a message, it relegated me down to Division 5. We'll get back up into Division 4 for next week. I don't mind staying in Division 4 right now. The rewards are okay, and I'm half expecting road to the final on Friday, which means I'm half expecting, well, I'm expecting 2 things. Number 1, on Friday it's season 2, so new squad battles objectives and new objectives in general, which doing it in Division 4 will obviously be a lot better. And if road to the final does come on Friday, hopefully we'll have another card to play for, which should mean more objectives for rivals. So again, I don't mind being down here. I would prefer to be in Division 4 because, as I say, Division 4 rewards they're pretty decent. A mega pack, a 50k pack, and a prime gold players pack for rank 1. And we are at 30,000 points. And that's just from grinding objectives. I haven't actually played Rivals to play Rivals. So we're 8,000 points clear. So I don't even really have to play Rivals for the rest of the day. So that's where we're at, guys. And just before we get into the gameplay, not much else going on in today's video. You know, it's literally just going to be that intro piece, this piece, and then the 4 or 5 games that I played to get these packs. But we get a Prime Gold Players Pack, a 2 Rare Players Pack, a small Electrum Players Pack, or sorry, a 2 Players Pack, and a UCL Rare Pack. This in general, I actually don't think is worth your time. Like if you're somebody who's kind of on a bit of a time budget, playing 3 squad battles games, which will take you 45 minutes to an hour, and then playing at least 4 Rivals games, whilst also needing to score in 2 with the Blues and win those, for a 2-player pack that only contains 1 rare, which could be silver, for a small Electrum Players Pack, which contains 3 silvers, 3 golds, and again only 1 rare, for a UCL Rare Players Pack that is just 1 player, and for a Prime Gold Players Pack, the fact that you're looking at somewhere between 2 to 4 hours worth of grinding, I genuinely don't think it's necessarily worth your time. Of course, if if you're on a time budget, if you're not on a time budget, happy days. We have got a board or a walkout here though. It's only a board, which I don't know if it means anything. It's going to be Guerrero. He was a Scream card the other day, wasn't he? So yeah, there you go. Another first owner UCL card. I'm sure it will come in handy. Being a midfielder, he definitely can be quite useful. And then before we get into the gameplay, guys, a Prime Gold Players Pack. So here we go. Are we going to be fortunate enough to get lucky out of this pack? We have got a board or a walkout, so it's a good start. It's only a board. The German board, the centre mid is Sami Khedira, so we're not going to be fortunate. It's an 83 for not a lot of effort. We get Paredes there as well, blue card, which is quite nice. But this, guys, is literally the prime example as to why this pretty much isn't worth it. Unless you get like extremely lucky in the packs, which as we all know, isn't going to happen for most of you guys. But yeah, unless you get extremely lucky in the pack, you're better off putting your time towards something that you know you're going to get. So towards that Politano, towards any player objectives that are there, or just grinding bronze packs or silver packs or whatever. But there you go, guys. That's where we're at right now. Let's get into some gameplay. All right, guys, as we get into the gameplay, as you guys already saw, we did pick up Javier Mascherano. This is a team we used to get there. Sirigu 2,800, Rodri 6,900. I picked up Benzema for, I think, like 15,000 or so. As I say, it cost me like 50k. We talked a lot about like SBCs yesterday, and I was, umming and ahhing on whether or not to do Mascherano. I just thought, you know what? I think long term for like 50 to 60k for a card that's that good, it's worth it. However, we did get a comment from FIFA Tuber says, if Mascherano was on the market, would you buy him? The simple answer right now is no, because I don't need him, but yes, if I needed him. And so that, I suppose, must factor into whether or not I should do him. So, for example, if he was 50k on the market and EA released an objective where you needed Argentinian players or Chinese league players, I'd probably go and pick him up and use him and then sell him. So yeah, he definitely has his merits, definitely has his values. That's not me trying to try and convince people that what I'm doing is the right thing. Maybe he'll only play 10 games for me all year and it'll be a waste of coins, but that is the risk we take. And I think that that's a risk worth taking. The first comment, though, other than that, is from Owen. He says, hey, Nep, just wondering why you don't try a stream with eye tracker so viewers, and if you look back on your clips, can see your mistakes more clearly and you know how to improve. Love the vids and keep up the good work. Well, 2 things. First of all, having an eye tracker isn't really going to help me see mistakes more clearly. I don't know why you feel that, but I did use an eye tracker last year on video and on stream, and people just hated it generally. There was a few people that enjoyed it, but yeah, I think generally speaking, people didn't like it at all. So I got rid of it and stopped using it pretty much. John says, do you think that putting these challenges in Rivals makes people not do it because it might drop their skill rating? Yes and no. I think in general, Rivals is just a bit of a mess. I'm at 1160 skill rating. I've been as high as almost 1700 skill rating. And there are some games in these lower divisions and this lower skill rating where I'm like, this guy is ridiculous good, you know. And so I think Rivals right now is just such a mess, to the point where on any given game, you don't know if you played someone who was great and they just outplayed you, or if you played someone who was bad and their team or their tactics kind of was like the reason why you didn't get a simple win. You know, for me down here at 1160 skill rating, theoretically should be easy games for me, you know, but it's not. And so, yeah, it's a tough one, man. Rivals right now is tough. And I think in terms of the objectives, we've talked about it before. I don't think them being in Rivals is a good spot. But EA have an issue, and they've developed this issue themselves. The first issue is if they do put them in like a friendlies mode, much like we saw last year when we got weekly objectives that were able to be done in online singles matches, is people will either just like cheat the system by, you know, gifting goals and objectives back and forth, or they'll do the whole Tigres, whatever it was, Chigres home only thing. And some people did it and some people didn't, but you know, people even then were just manipulating win conditions as well. So if they take it out of Rivals, they have that issue. If they keep it in Rivals, also the other issue they have if they take it out of Rivals is people just won't play Rivals. You know, I think it's very important to notice and to note that in spite of the fact that tomorrow when rewards come out, I'm going to get a 50k pack, a 45k pack and a 35k pack. If you think about the number of games I've had to play to achieve that, and you guys, you know, the number of games, no matter what division you're in, the number of games you guys have had to play to achieve what you've got, the reward is actually diabolical. There are so much more efficient ways to play FIFA. And I think when we talked about the efficiency of playing FIFA and how it's supposed to be about fun and not supposed to be a job and not supposed to be a chore, again, that comes down from what EA have just developed and how EA have conditioned people into making sure that they just get rewards through nothing other than the fear of missing out. And the more and more I think about what state FIFA's in, the more and more I think Draft is just hands down the best game mode for your time and energy all the time. You know, you get to play with fun players, you get packs back immediately. It's the least competitive online game mode that's there. The only sad parts are, number one, you don't get to use your own team, and number two, you don't get to work towards objectives. And so in my opinion, I sit here and I think, man, if they could just bring back tournaments like Daily Knockout Tournament offers rewards, you get to use your own team. It's also would be the least competitive setting. I think that would be a big hit. I don't know what, like Daily Knockout tournaments were largely enjoyed thoroughly by lots of people. I don't know what caused them to take it out, and I don't know why they have put no other tournament mode in the game. It's lost on me, that's for sure. But yeah, I think Rivals is in a bit of a weird spot right now. Serwer RDM says 100k packs worth of packs. Good math. If you think about it, it costs, as I say, about 4.5 to 5k to build a 2-player pack. So if you get 20 2-player packs, 10 2-player packs would be 45 to 50k. 20 would be 90 to 100k. If you then think about the number of players that you get, 22 player packs will give you 40 players. Obviously, it's not all in one pack, and that is important to notice. But, you know, an ultimate pack, which gives you 30 players, is 125,000 coins. Of course, it's tradable versus untradeable. But yeah, you get a high, like if they sold 2-player packs on the market, I don't know how much they would sell them for, but it would probably be based on the fact that a 50k pack gives you 12 players. So that, you know, EA essentially like value a rare player at about 3.5 to 4,000 coins in terms of on the market, right? A 50k pack, you get 12. If they're 4,000 coins each, that's 48,000 coins worth of players. In a premium gold pack, right, you only get 3 rare items. Sometimes you get no rare players for 7.5k. You can only get a maximum of 3 rare players for 7.5k. Again, indicating that EA value it at no less than 2,500 coins per player. So if those packs were on the market, you know, 2 rare gold player packs to purchase as tradables, I think it would be about a 5k pack or maybe a 4k pack. So maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I'm sure you guys could figure out a few more instances where other packs offer better value per gold player, per rare gold player than those ones. And then last but not least is Gianluca says, let's be honest, there are so many try-hard efficient road to glories on YouTube. It's kind of great to see someone doing SBCs, milestones, weekly objective cards and using them. just look at somebody who doesn't. Look at every coin and get the best team as soon as possible. I love to hear that you tested and tried these good players, even though you lost coins on tax. And I agree. I'm having a lot of fun with the game right now. Enjoying different players, different teams, different formations. It's great. But that's going to be the end of the video for today. And I'll see you later. I'm out. Peace.